Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Kensington Oval. You join us for this 2020 match between the Barbados Royals and the St Kitts and Nevis Patriots. I'm Mike Atherton, and joining me for what should be an exciting contest is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy and the dashing David Gower.
Thanks, others. It's great to be here, and I'm sure we're in for a fantastic match. I had an opportunity earlier to get down and check out the conditions for the day. And you'll be looking at plenty of runs on this pitch, not much fun for the bowlers. Something that shouldn't cause any problems is the weather. Absolutely stunning out there. Perfect for cricket, not a cloud in the sky, and no threat of rain anytime soon.
Nice information.
Well, I'm not surprised. I think anyone would have batted first in these conditions. Likely the openers will be licking their lips.
Signals that we're ready to go. First ball of the innings about to be bowled. Couldn't get it through the field.
Lovely shot to start the innings. Unfortunate they just couldn't find a gap.
Struck it nicely. Could go to the boundary.
Just need one of the cameramen to send that one back. A little bit of width, but clinically put away.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Yep. Keepers in.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board. Oh my, that's racing away.
Really just seemed to have put that one into the slot with the first ball to the new batter. All the same, it's a glorious shot for your first ball.
Beaten on the drive.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Wait on.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Allen is coming into the attack. We'll see the left armour from the press box end.
Short and wide, did well to get some bat on that.
Wait on. Yep.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot. Just threw the shot too early.
Head over the ball, great shot, that's racing away.
Found the gap with ease, wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Straight to the fielder.
A little late on that, no run scored.
4 runs added there. The Royals are none for 13.
Waiting.
Just threw the shot too early. Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that over the boundary.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on that shot.
Misses everything.
Cottrell with a superb delivery. Got them coming forward looking to drive, but can't manage to catch the edge. Great work behind the stumps. Did well not to let it through.
Yeah.
Finds the fielder with that shot. There'll be one run here for them.
Yep.
Edge! What a ball!
Didn't time it at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
12 runs added there. The Royals are none for 25.
Yeah.
Strokes it languidly away to the fence. A lovely shot.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Bravo. I don't think we'll be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Wait. Yep.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
The runs are starting to come now. Really good shot for 6. This innings is starting to build.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear.
Wait. Wait on.
They'd
Yeah.
look for a couple here. Wow, that's missed the lot.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
That's the over. The Royals are none for 36.
No interest in that one from the batter. Cottrell will be wanting to hone in on a better line and length to make them play next time.
Wait.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Yeah.
Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
It was in the gap, pretty much all the way along the ground to the boundary rope. Off to a good start now.
Yeah.
Great shot. Great timing.
It was wide and suitably dealt with.
Myers is really starting to get on top of this bowling. May need a few changes to halt this momentum.
Waiting. Wait.
Quick onto that in the infield. End of the over. 9 off it. The Royals are none for 45. Allen from the press box end. That's going a long way. What a shot that is.
A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong, and it's going to take something pretty special to break it up.
Super shot. A couple on offer here.
Well, not a great delivery. Got it full. Lucky not to be hit to the boundary. Charles shakes their head. It was there to hit. Couldn't make the most of it. Just threw the shot too early.
Waiting.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs. 8 runs added there. The Royals are none for 53. 3 extra fielders are now allowed outside the circle.
Waiting. Yeah.
Goes up and over for 6. That's the positive option.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Yep.
They'll get at least 1.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Great shot through the gap.
You don't chase those down. Brilliantly timed off the back foot, and that's race to the back.
Cottrell shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
Huge edge.
Good throw from the deep, on target.
Really playing all their shots that over, really expensive.
Yeah.
Hit that hard, nailed it.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
Avoided the fielders, 1 bounce and 4. Fantastic shot.
Yeah.
Well placed, should get a single.
The bat was very late coming down on that. The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Finds the edge. Bowler is confident on this one. Nicely taken. Quick to latch onto it.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. The runs were really starting to flow.
Can't get that outside the ring field. 9 runs added in that over. The Royals are 1 for 75. Bravo, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the university end.
Wait. Wait on.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field.
Wait.
Timing just a little early on that occasion.
Yeah.
Great shot. At least 1 on offer.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Wait there. Yep.
There's a run here, surely.
Retains the strike. Runs were there.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
That shot sees them get their innings started.
Bravo has really kept the pressure on in this over. Just needs to maintain the momentum going forwards. Going with pace now.
Yep.
Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
Perhaps that slipped out of the hand a little during the release. Hope didn't mind and sent it high and handsome over the boundary rope for 6.
That's gone all the way, right out of the middle.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
What else do they have in their bag of tricks? Not much seems to be working at the moment.
Yep.
Big edge.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
There'll be runs here.
Wait. Waiting. Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Rutherford doing really well to keep the pressure on these two. Another good over of bowling. Massive edge. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Yeah.
Edged. There's no one there. Could go down to the boundary.
Really good innings to bring up the half-century. Impressive batting, and they'll want to push on from here.
Nicked it. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Thrashed away. What a shot.
A little bit short, not horribly short. Moves the feet well and the hands even better.
Yeah.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
Yep.
Edged. End of the over, 10 runs coming from it. The Royals are 1 for 105.
Wait.
Maybe they didn't pick that up very late on the shot.
Waiting. Wait.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the 3rd dot ball.
Waiting.
Great shot.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Yep.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike. Keep the pressure up on the bowlers.
Cuts that off well in the infield.
A little late on that. No runs scored.
5 runs added there. The Royals are 1 for 110.
Waiting. Yep.
Comfortable single if they take it.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary. Good return there, back from the deep.
Drives and misses everything.
Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive.
Waiting. Yeah.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Wait. Yep.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Yeah.
That sees the completion of the over. A good one too, not many opportunities to score.
Wait. Yep.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
Waiting. Yeah.
And that brings up the 50 partnership for these two.
Solid partnership, 50 so far. Now it's time to really build a big score.
Wait. Yep.
What great reactions. Brilliant catch, close in.
Well, they lose the second wicket. It's a long way back to the sheds. And you can tell they're not happy with that dismissal.
Yep. Thick edge.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Yep.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Hope shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Gorgeous on drive. Mid-on has work to do.
That ball was just an invitation that was accepted by return of post. Rutherford will be disappointed with that delivery.
Yep. Struck it nicely. Could go to the boundary.
Came forward onto the front foot and eased it away to the boundary.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air and takes a good catch.
So that's the third wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
That's an unbelievable shot into the crowd.
That ball's been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is ridiculous. Probably should have gotten back for a second there. Need to push a bit harder on that first one.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over. A real beauty. Just times it so well. Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yes.
Immediately underway with some runs.
Beaten on the drive.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Keeper.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yep.
Edge. What a ball.
Keeper.
There'll be one run here for them. 6 runs added in the over. The Royals are 3 for 152. Going with spin now.
Yes.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
That was timed very, very well. Great shot. Driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
Yes.
That's gone. Couldn't ask for an easier catch.
Another one gone. The 4th wicket is in the bag. A bit of trouble if there was another to fall quickly. We've seen some very good bowling.
Got that away nicely.
Misjudged that throw and the batter survived what would have been a certain run out. Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Perfectly timed.
And that brings us the half century for this batsman.
Well, it's a case of blink and you miss it with this innings. 50 brought up, and what a devastating passage of play it's been. Decisive running might have got them too. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Straight to the fielder. 13 runs added there. The Royals are 4 for 165. Shah, the pace bowler, coming into the attack.
It was just a little bit wide, well picked up and guided nicely down towards third.
Nicely played. Perfect timing.
Well bowled, but that's another super shot. Onto the front foot, presented the full face of the bat and got it into the gap and all the way to the rope.
Great shot. Placement exquisite.
Punched out of the middle of the bat with great timing. It's raced to the boundary.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Yep.
That was a beautiful bit of fielding in the deep, straight over the stumps.
That's a boundary save for sure.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over that one. Too many loose deliveries. That's off the middle of the bat.
A brilliant throw-in from the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding.
Yep.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep.
Nicely played.
Just a little bit of room given. The power was immense. That has flown over the boundary.
right out of the middle of the bat.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Good shot, a beauty.
Got it well enough to get it away to the boundary, a poor delivery, and a fine shot in the end.
Power and precision in that shot.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there, down the ground.
That's the over. The Royals are 4 for 206.
Yep.
Good bit of timing there.
That's the 50 partnership between these two, gaining some momentum nicely for the team.
Wait up.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Yep.
Timed that perfectly.
Yep, yep.
Super shot that. A couple on offer here.
Good return, back from the deep. Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Couldn't have hit that any better.
Good throw from the deep, on target.
Yep.
They'll get at least one. Over. The Royals are 4 for 220. We thought it might be a good pitch to bat on at the start of the day, and we were right. It was a long, hard slog from the bowlers, and now it's a big total to chase down. A couple of big partnerships will be required to get these runs.
Yep.
Misses out on the first ball of the innings.
Didn't hit that well, very late playing that shot.
Yep.
Edged it. Loud appeal. A beauty. Brilliant catch.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
Yep.
Times it nicely.
Really just seemed to have put that one into the slot with the first ball to the new batter. All the same, it's a glorious shot for your first ball.
Yeah, yeah.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Well, the communication's not great between these two. There's a lot of hesitation in their calls. On that occasion, looking for a second. In the end, a good decision not to go through with it.
Yep.
Collects that one. Simple as you like inside the ring.
Yeah, yeah.
Misses everything. There's trouble here.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
End of the over. 7 off it. The Patriots are 1 for 7. A new bowler is coming into the attack.
Yeah.
Chance. Huge nick, but no one to catch it.
Didn't time it at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Wow, that's missed the lot. Not a great delivery as it goes down to the boundary. That'll go into the books as extras. Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Yeah.
Doesn't beat the infield. The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this. Oh my, that's racing away.
Through the hands at it, got it early, but enough on it to get 4.
The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game.
Yeah.
It's off the body rather than the bat, but gets through for 1.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing, out of the middle and raced to the boundary.
There'll be runs here.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Yep.
Finds the edge. Confident appeal. Could it be? Out. A fantastic catch by the keeper. Diving away.
They have the wicket they wanted. A huge blow. Ali gone for not many.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. Gone. Another one goes. 2 wickets in 2 balls, and they're on a roll now.
Well, that is a disappointing end. No score. Threw the bat at it and ended up with a nice take. A batter of this quality shouldn't be doing that.
This could be out.
They make it back, but that was much closer than it needed to be.
End of the over. 7 runs coming from it. The Patriots are 3 for 29.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing. Bapara takes guard. Been in pretty good touch lately. You wouldn't want to let them get away early with some easy boundaries.
Yep.
Beautiful slower delivery. Just hitting air on that one. That was just too good.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Yes.
Nicked it. Now then, was there a faint edge? Super catch.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many. Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Thomas getting a wicket in that over. Really great bowling. There wasn't much on offer to the batters. This should be close.
That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit.
Edged. Loud shout. Caught. One of the easiest catches you'll see.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Nice shot.
In the end, they lofted it with ease over the top. Not far away from going all the way. 4 runs. Great to watch. I don't think there was any bat on that as they come through for the single.
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps. Needs a direct hit.
Surprised if the keeper felt a bit hard done by there. In the end, it'll just go down as byes.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Bad decision-making. Thrown it to the wrong end and let the chance go begging.
End of the over. The Patriots are 5 for 56.
Not a very smart shot. Got nothing onto it in the end.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yes.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Well, that was a poor delivery. You really can't bowl like that. It got what it deserved.
Yes.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Too wide. It was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment.
Yes.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
A fantastic shot. Gets forward, head over the ball, and smashes that one away.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. This could be trouble.
Bit of miscommunication there. They got back in the end, so no harm done. It would have been a high-risk second.
End of the over. End of the restrictions. I'm sure there'll be some big fielding changes coming. The captain can push this field a bit deeper now. 3 more players able to go outside the circle. Dives and takes a nice catch. A new batter always likes to field bat on ball early on as they bring a bit of energy to the crease. Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary. Well, they were moving quick between the wickets. I thought for a moment they were going to go again. In the end, I reckon that would have been just too risky.
Drives and misses everything. A direct hit and this could be gone.
Amir with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
You can't say how important that dive was. They scrambled the run, just about made it.
Massive chance.
It looked a pretty good delivery, to be honest. Umpire, though, has given it as a wide.
Yep.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
End of the over. 13 runs coming from it. The Patriots are 6 for 86.
Yep.
Needs to be on target.
You never really want to chance that arm going for a third. Did well there.
Yep.
Great shot. Great timing.
It was a very, very good shot, presenting a straight bat, simple execution and back past the bowler.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap.
Surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple run.
Yep. Keeper. No. No.
That was a good slower ball. Picked up well, though. Got that defensive shot in, nice and simple.
Really good shot there.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
11 runs added there. The Patriots are 6 for 97. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the university end.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Yep. No.
Well, not a great delivery. Got it full. Lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Yep.
Straight to the fielder.
Well, that would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Wait there.
It mightn't get to the boundary. Should at least get a couple.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot. Good running.
Just misses. Must have only been millimetres from hitting leg. End of the over. 2 runs added. The Patriots are 6 for 99. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Yep.
There'll be 1 run here for them.
Yep.
Couldn't get it through the field. Good pickup. Big chance.
Decide against the second, way too late. I think they'd have been well short if they had continued.
Pads that away.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Yep.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
The Patriots weren't given much of an opportunity. A very tidy over.
Short and wide, did well to get some bat on that. Well, another chance to bowl that one. Really can't have been wide by much, though.
Chance!
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run out in the first place.
Yep.
And that brings up the half century for this batsman.
That's a really good half century. Started well and has continued to up the scoring rate.
Yep.
A brilliant throw-in from the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding. A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly. No harm done. Both batters survive.
Yep. Yep.
They'll get at least one.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
180.
10 runs added in that over. The Patriots are 6 for 118.
Yep.
Good batting, get an opportunity to score and take it.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Yep. Yep.
Nicked it, but that's going all the way.
And that brings up the 50 partnership for these two.
A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong, and it's going to take something special to break it up.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs. There's a chance if this hits.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Yep. Yep. No.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Yep.
Keep up.
What a beautiful shot that was. They've been sweating on the loose ball and picked this one up early and glanced it down to fine leg.
Yep.
Well placed, should get a single.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Really playing all their shots that over, really expensive.
For the Barbados
Holder
Royals.
coming back into the attack.
Yep.
Well, the communication's not great between these two. There's a lot of hesitation in their calls. On that occasion, looking for a second. In the end, a good decision not to go through with it.
Yep.
Edged it.
Keep us in.
There's trouble here. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yup. No.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Yup.
Could be close.
No.
Well, that's perhaps a little harsh. I felt it wasn't that wide.
Misses everything.
Oh, yes, the slow one beats the bat. Didn't pick it out the hand.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yep.
Couldn't have played that any better.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
End of the over. 11 runs coming from it. The Patriots are 6 for 141. Beaten on the drive.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Yep.
Nicely clipped off the pads.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing. Out of the middle. And it raced to the boundary.
Yep. Yep.
Huge edge. Doesn't beat the infield. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Yep.
Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Good shot. It's found the gap.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Yep.
Nice running between the wickets, clipping the pads, not the bat though.
Over. The Patriots are 6 for 152.
It was just a little bit wide. Well picked up and let the ball do all the work, really, to push it down towards third man.
Yep.
This could be out.
No.
That's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Finds the edge.
There was trouble for a moment, but these two were quick enough to avoid the run out in the end.
Yep.
Massive edge.
No.
Decide against the second way too late. I think they would have been well short if they had continued on.
Chance to run 2.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now. You need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled. Bold, disturbs the furniture.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Doesn't want to bowl it there. Overpitched and helped to the boundary.
It was wide and suitably dealt with. Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive.
Ahmed takes guard. Been in pretty good touch lately. You wouldn't want to let them get away early with some easy boundaries.
Yes.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Immediately underway with some runs.
Yep.
There'll be runs here. This should be close.
Yes.
Needs a direct hit.
A good piece of bowling there. A little bit of pace off the delivery, and the batter is all at sea.
End of the over. A good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Right off the middle of the bat.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
Yep.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Good precision with the throw back from the deep.
Yep.
Big edge. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Yes. Good.
Not taken. A boundary, but not a convincing one.
In the end, they lofted it with ease over the top. Not far away from going all the way. 4 runs. Great to watch.
Yep.
Nicked it through the field. Will it get to the boundary?
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over, that one. Too many loose deliveries.
Lewis shakes their head. It was there to hit, couldn't make the most of it.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Decisive running might have just got them 2. You look at that and I'd say they would have made it easily. Poor running in the end.
Yep.
Thick edge.
No.
Oh, good running. It needed to be as well. That's probably a lot closer than they expected.
Misses. How did that not hit? This could be trouble.
Just need to settle down. The timing's all off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Just got to keep a cool head.
Yes.
Could that be out? Looks so.
That's number 9 down. The bowling's been good so far. The 10th shouldn't be too long in coming, you'd think.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket.
A big swing and a miss. Completely deceived by the lack of pace on that delivery.
3 added in that over. The Patriots are 9 for 184. Great shot, at least one on offer. Got that away nicely.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
Yes. No.
Nicked
No.
it.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Yep.
Nice shot, runs possible.
Confusion written on the batters' faces. A mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
Yep. Quick onto that in the infield. Needs to be on target.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square. Beautiful slow delivery, just hitting air on that one. That was just too good.
Good bowling, kept it nice and tight and made it hard to score runs. Bowled him. The innings is over. The game is over. A brilliant finish.
That's the match. It looked like the required runs were too many to get in that final over, and so it has proved to be. Great bowling, brilliant win.
That's the end of